Hey Ashi, welcome to the Apocalypse Show. My hat is a little weird, but well, I'm a little weird. Super excited. Hey City 65. Hey Danny. Yeah, the hat has an explanation, man. I'm having a really bad headache, but the rest is fine. Hey Kia. Hi. Let me fix the hat. Can I fix the hat? The hat cannot be fixed. Well. No. There it is. We'll have to live with that. I guess we shall have to live with that. Hey Rach, good to see you. Hat looks okay? Great, don't listen to Danny. I never listen to Danny. Alright. Welcome to the Apocalypse Show. Apocalypse Show is about playing sad songs for sad times. Because these are sad times. I hope you guys are doing okay. Today is a very, very special show. Because of the gentleman who just started streaming in. Chris Staples, one of the best singer-songwriters probably playing right now in the world, in my humble opinion. He's streaming in and he'll be playing a set for us shortly. And this is like an unbelievable experience. So what I should do is get done with a couple of songs while people pour in, and then we'll just leave it to him to basically talk to us and play us a few songs. Alright, this song's called A Little Less, and it's a song I wrote. I don't know if I'll survive. I'm a little less for every day since you left. I'm a little less every day. Questions it's been posing. How do you live with yourself? And is this what you call coping? I'm a little torn for all. Alright, that was a song called A Little Less. And I'm in the process of recording this. Should be on my record. Whoever's just streaming in, welcome to the Apocalypse Show. You know this show where we basically play sad songs for sad times. And I hope everyone is doing alright and everyone's safe. Today, the show is graduating because we're going to have one of the best songwriters I know to play with us and play for us, really. And that's going to be really, really special. Chris Staples. I've been posting about this stuff. Please look up his music if you don't already know it. It's really spectacular stuff. Alright, I'm gonna play one more and then hand it over to Chris. How about that? So Chris, if you can basically get ready. Alright, this is another one of my own songs. Can you tell me all the places that I went from? Can you even tell me one reason to go on? Can you tell me, can you even hear this song? Can you tell me at all? Do I get to see you the day that I die? Lately I've been thinking it must be worth a try. Can you tell me where I can find you in the sky? Can you tell me at all? You and I were too young to discuss your epitaph. I've been trying to talk to God, but he's just a photograph. Can you tell me if heaven has a straight line? Can you tell me at all? Alright, that was my song. It's called Can You Tell Me? I see a lot of people are streaming in, which is perfect because that's the opportune time to get Chris on. Chris, I'm sending you a request somewhere now. You should find it. All right. Hey, Chris,
Hello,
good to see you, man.
how are you?
I'm all right.
Oh,
How are you doing?
good.
How are things in
Sorry.
the US of A?
That's great. This is very bright. Sorry about that.
No problem. It's early morning for you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. We're so glad and so thankful for you to take out time to do this. Basically, who's streaming in are a bunch of my friends. Most of them are musicians from India or from Singapore.
Yeah.
And all of us kind of passed around your record like it was mixtape days. And we
Oh,
all
right on.
love American Soft and we love the new record, Holy Moly. And we were hoping you'd play us some songs to that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is my first show in Singapore, so I'm pretty excited.
And we hope there is a promoter and a music sort of godfather here who's streaming in called Mike who organizes a lot of gigs here, and we talked about getting you actually here,
Yeah.
but where you can't be anywhere anymore, so I guess
Yeah.
this is the best we got.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe one day when this is when things are back to normal.
Indeed, yes.
So, cool. Well,
Super.
I guess I'll get into it and play some songs if that's good for you.
Right on.
This song is called Spinning Wheel. I know how you must feel, hamster in that spinning wheel, working hard, getting nowhere. The world behind a piece of glass, moments feel like hours passing, waiting for your chance to break free. I gotta get out of here. You can't hold me here forever. I gotta get out of here. You can't hold me here forever. Prisoner in a concrete cell, waiting for your dinner bell, living through the books that you read, and the sunlight moved across your face and it filled up a darkened place, a reminder what you had to live for. I wanna speed away in a stolen car. I want a sunny day outside this prison yard. I gotta get out of here. You can't hold me here forever. I gotta get out of here. You can't hold me here forever.
Right on, man. That was great. That was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Everyone, please give a wave or whatever clicky things you do to appreciate that. That was great. That's off Holy Moly, right?
Yep. Holy moly, yep.
I've loved that record so much. I think one of our favorite the song we loved, all of us pretty much, was Everybody Said. I think
Oh,
everyone unanimously sort of fell in love with that song.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's a piano song, but if you can play it, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right, this song called Everybody Said. Everybody said we were way too young to be falling in love. We should just have fun. We were blowing red hot, we cannot behave. We got married in the church where I first got saved. And we did not have a plan at all, it didn't matter. We're gonna feel like this forever. We moved into a place we could both afford, and we worked the same jobs that we had before. And for the first few years, time stood still. Yeah, we lost ourselves in Jacksonville. And we did not have a plan at all, it didn't matter. We're gonna feel like this forever. And we did not have a plan at all, it didn't matter. We're gonna feel like this forever.
Right on. That was amazing, man.
Thank you.
That's a brilliant song. That
Thank
made
you.
the record for me. It's right in the middle of the record, right? This song.
Yeah, and it's kind of a simple song.
Yeah, and it's like 2.5 minutes, and that's like my logic. Like that's all it takes for the best songs, like Fire and Rain, or like Yesterday. It's that sweet spot, and I mean that song is amazing. We love that song.
Sometimes it's hard to extend songs because I feel like I can't come up with a part that makes it better, so I just figure, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes is pretty good.
Well, in terms of songwriting, I think you and Eve Barsley are two of my like sort of songwriting heroes. In the contemporary sense. I actually reached out to Eve, and he might play the show, even though he's
sweet.
So that might be amazing. And he said he would, so that's amazing. I told him you played, and he was happy about that. So
we've never met before, but we've kind of emailed a couple times, and I've been a fan of his for a really long time.
The reason why I love the both of you is because you have such a giving quality to your music, where you play living rooms and you won't be precious about it, and you agree to do something like this, because I'm clearly nobody and I'm not famous in any sense. I do play around in little musician circuits, and so it's really great that you guys are willing to do this stuff, and you're really generous with your music, so thank you for that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just like fun to be able to, when you hit me up about it, I was like, this is such a cool thing, like to be able to play in a different part of the world to your friends. So I was really excited to do it.
Well, I'm glad you did. Well, super. There's a lot of requests in there. I saw Full Color Dream, some deep cuts, cuts being requested.
Yeah, I'm seeing some of my friends are popping in here.
Right on.
That I'm recognizing some names here. Cool. I think I'm gonna play this song Park Bench because it's probably one of the saddest songs I have, and it's.
This is the Apocalypse Show, man.
So, I wanted to make sure and get my saddest ones in there.
Sure thing.
Can you hear it okay?
Yes. Very good. Yes.
Okay. Trying to get close to this thing. One man dies on a park bench. One man dies on a yacht. One man dies on a business trip in a hotel parking lot. How can I say without sounding too cliche that I wanna live this day like it's my last? And these moments that we share dissolve into the air without warning or apology. They pass, yeah, they pass. Some men wanna be remembered long, long after they're gone. Even though I know that is ridiculous, I wouldn't mind being thought of time to time. How can I say without sounding too cliche that I wanna live this day like it's my last? And these moments that we share dissolve into the air without warning or apology. They pass, yeah, they pass.
Wow, that was a hell of a song, man. That was a hell of a song.
Oh, right on. Thank you.
That's brilliant. Park bench. I mean, the song's about death, but it's still got a positive thing about it.
Yeah.
Which is quite a tough thing to do, I guess, as a writer. So I mean, I love that song, and I know there's a video of you playing this on some kind of a cable car somewhere.
Oh, what is that? I'm trying to remember what that is. On a cable car?
There is some kind of there is some enclosed space where you're playing this song, and it sounds really cool.
Oh,
the acoustics
yeah.
are quite interesting.
There's a big Ferris wheel in Seattle where I used to live, and we filmed inside of that thing. And yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
Just to talk for a minute before you play us a couple more, hopefully. There are a lot of musicians who are streaming in. And let's talk like gear for a minute, because I see a Supro amp behind you.
Oh, yeah.
What's like your favorite like couple of pieces of gear that you can't live without?
Well, I'll talk about something that's this microphone. So I've got this microphone that I've been using for probably, I used to work at a guitar shop in Florida, like maybe 20 years ago, and someone brought this in. It's just a Shure KSM 32. It's not like a super expensive microphone, but I've sang into it so much, and I've gotten so used to it. And whenever I'm rehearsing or writing, I always have headphones on, so I'm always singing into this. So I've gotten so used to it, and this is like the vocal mic I use on all of my records, and it's like maybe a $300 microphone, but like I don't know, it's a great sounding mic. And I have other mics that are more expensive that I've bought in the last 5 years, and I still wind up using this one. But yeah, it's not really very special because you can get them anywhere. There's a million of these on the used market, but I don't know. It's just like microphones are so personal, you know, because they depend on the source, and this mic is just matched really well with my voice. So I don't know. That's probably the first thing I would think of.
But one of my friends who's a recording engineer actually says that since we've heard so many records with like an SM58 on it,
Yeah,
that's what we like because we've
yeah,
heard it so much. It's on like every record,
yeah.
in
That's
some
true.
shape or form.
Yeah,
So it's like, I mean, it's all about like your context, right? So
yeah,
it's really cool. And then what
absolutely.
about guitars? I saw you play Martin All Mahogany something, right?
Yeah. Um, that's what I'm playing today. It's just a all mahogany Martin guitar,
Beautiful guitar, man.
and
Small body.
yeah, it's pretty small. It's not. It's a triple O size, so it's pretty small, and yeah,
Cool.
it's a kind of an old timey looking guitar. People think it's a classical because it has this kind of
Yeah,
slight
yeah, yeah.
headstock, but it's a steel string guitar. But
Right.
yeah, it holds up well, so I dig it.
Is it your
What kind?
gigging guitar? This is what you gig with?
Yeah, I take it on tour a lot. Yeah,
Nice.
but sometimes I play classical guitar as well. But this is the guitar I've been touring with the last couple of years. I've almost left it at home a few times because I'm afraid of getting it torn up or stolen. But I figure you buy a guitar to play it, so I might as well just
Right on.
take it on a plane. Who cares, you know? But
Absolutely.
what kind of guitar are you playing there?
I have a problem at this point. I have too many. I have to get rid of some of them.
Oh
But
yeah.
this is one I recently bought. This is a
Oh nice.
D35, which
Oh
is
nice.
just a no nonsense
That's
red
a
on.
beautiful. That's a really nice guitar.
It just sounds lovely to me. And then I have a all mahogany, but it's like a I think a triple O 15,
Oh
which is
yeah.
which is quite similar to yours, but like a bigger body. Um, but enough of that. I think we have one segment on the show, and let's see if you can do this. So you have to play like a cover that is really sad, and I know you do some Eve Barsley songs, and like I know you do a lot of not a lot of covers, but I've seen you do a couple of covers. So whatever's your favorite sort of sad song to cover, um, that would be great.
Oh, like a sad song to cover.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that Eve Barzilay song I haven't played in like 5 years, so I don't know if I could
Well,
do
whichever
that.
one you want to play. Whichever one you
Okay.
want to play.
Okay. Is it cool if I just play one of mine? Because
Yeah,
I'm afraid that I'll mess up a cover if I tried one right now. It might be terrible.
yeah. Totally cool, man. It's your
Cool.
show.
Cool. This is a song called "Cheap Shades." I guess it's a little bit sad, I guess.
Mom went into labor in the middle of the night. Had my dad worried, but I came out right. And his cold hand trembled as he cut the cord. And he drove us both home in a beat up Ford, but nobody asked me. Nobody asked me. They sprinkle water on my baby head. They make some claims about the dead. Repeated words the ancients said. They drank some wine, they broke some bread. But nobody asked me. Nobody asked me.
The morning sun is gonna wake me up from the garden, gonna bake me. Fast talker gonna take me anymore. The morning sun is gonna wake me up from the garden, gonna bake me. Fast talker gonna take me anymore. I used to be a sharp young thing, had a belle waiting for rain, but she was just a stop along the way. An umbrella for my rainy day. Well, I unlace my boots, I pour a glass of wine, I turn the day over in my mind. Was it just a stop along the way? Some cheap shades for a sunny day. The morning sun is gonna wake me up from the garden, gonna bake me. Fast talker gonna take me anymore.
Right on, man.
Hey you.
I love that song. That's on an EP, right? That's didn't make it to a record.
Yeah, it's just it was like on a digital EP that came out between I think American Soft and Golden Age. So yeah.
Right. That's a brilliant song, man. I love that song,
Oh.
Cheap Shades. A
Yeah.
lot of like humor in your songs, man. I really like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like
Some of it is quite dark, but like overall brilliant songwriting all around. The record that we all discovered you, and it's one of the streamers here, Nishant. He went to the US and he was living in California for a bit, and he heard like cool music, and then when he came back, we would have
Yeah.
been in probably in our first jobs or something, and he came back with this one record that he was like, you got to listen to American Soft. And we were listening to Early Bird Tavern and like
Oh yeah.
we were listening to Needle Park. Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love those songs and the arrangements and the way it's recorded. It's so live and like really cool. Anything you want to play from that record, we'd be delighted.
Yeah. What was you said Needle Park, what was the one before that you mentioned?
Early Bird Tavern.
Oh yeah. I could play that one.
I love that song.
Let me grab my pick here. Earlier when you were opening with a couple of songs, I wasn't in the stream yet, so I was actually playing along with you.
Oh really? That's so cool,
yeah.
man.
I was jamming.
That would have made my. Did you like the songs?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I was playing some sweet riffs over them. I think you would have liked them. Just kidding.
I wish we could do this in person, but someday we will, hopefully.
Yeah.
All this is better.
I wanted to ask you one question that's kind of guitar related. Is it hard to get, like I noticed you have an American guitar, is that hard to get where you live? Is it expensive?
Not at all, man. Singapore is one of the best guitar markets in the world because it's close to Japan. And Japan is the best guitar market in the world. So there is a whole like American-sized mall called Ishibashi, which is filled with guitars. And there are shops as specific to, this is a shop for 1967 ES335s. It's a whole shop with just that. So the level of detail is just, and like MIJ and all these Japanese made guitars were quite big, and Tokai and all these brands. Yeah. So Singapore gets a rub off of that, so you can acquire a lot of crazy gear here for quite cheap. So I got like a D45 replica from 1973, made by Morris, they were basically ripping off Martin guitars, and they got sued for it. So those guitars are called the Lawsuit series, and you need to look this up. I'm not kidding. So I bought this guitar, and it was like maybe $1,500 or something. A D45 is like $10,000.
Yeah.
And it sounds way better, man. It sounds aged and played in, and so whenever you do come here, we will take you guitar shopping.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I know that like Japanese guitar collectors are the biggest collectors in the world, and all the vintage instruments in the States are all being taken to Japan. It's crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um, Sweet. Well, I guess I'll play this song for you. Early Bird Tavern.
Yes.
I know where I wanna go when the sun is setting low. I wanna watch my favorite TV show at the early bird. The jukebox knows my favorite song, and everybody sing along. You don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. You hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. I ride a bike, don't need a car. I lean it up outside the bar. And if you need it more than me, just go ahead now. Everything is free. Couldn't give her no fantasy or excess, a distraction from the way she felt about herself. But now I got it easy. Yeah, now I got it easy. You don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. You hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. I know where I wanna be when that time comes for me. Telling all my favorite stories like the early bird.
Wow, man, that made my day, man. That was such a special song. It's the
Oh, right
last song, right? It's the
Yeah,
last song
yeah.
on American Soft.
Yeah.
So here's my theory about last songs. There's like a special intent for last songs in the best records, and that one is just that it hits the spot, man.
Oh, right on. Thank you so much, man. You've been so nice to have me on here. And
No.
Really cool.
I have a question though about that song. Is that in an alternate tuning of some sort?
It's just a drop D, just regular standard tuning, but with a drop E down to D. So, yeah.
Sounds amazing, man. Sounds brilliant. I think, I mean, we'd be happy if you play forever, really. But I think we'll get cut off in like about 15 minutes. So
Okay.
whatever you want to play us, you're sure.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll play this relatively permanent. This. So, do you guys have any idea if things are going to open back up at any point, or what are things like where you're at in terms of?
Well, Singapore it's got a lot of cases for its population.
Yeah.
But they've largely kept it under control. I mean, for 30,000 odd cases, they've had 20,000 odd cases. They've only had about 16 deaths, so that's quite low. So they're really doing a good job here, and everybody's kind of in mandatory. So I'm in a quarantine wherein it's criminal for me to have anybody over at my house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or go out without a mask. So I can be prosecuted for that. And I think that's working, man. Like, it's controlling the disease. So I can't complain.
Yeah, that's
so the whole idea of, by the way, the whole idea of the show came from this, because I knew I was going to be stuck. I came back from London and I was given this quarantine notice for which I could not step out of my house. And I was like, what am I going to do with my time? And I thought, why not start a show? Because the only thing I love doing is going and playing some open mics here and playing gigs in Singapore. And we couldn't do that. So I was like, fine, I'm just going to do this from my home and then get my musician friends to, because they're going through the same thing. Hop on it and play some songs. And now we have you on here. So it's really become something really cool.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It seems like this live streaming thing has really taken off. So many people are doing it. Cool. So yeah, I guess I'll do relatively permanent. Here we go. I wonder if we'll still be together several years down the line. Well, how could I know? You can't know either. This could be an accident, or relatively permanent. But either way, you're gonna stay and love you for another day. How lucky can two people get? Hand in hand, side by side. A coincidence we even met. This could be an accident, or relatively permanent. But either way, I'm gonna stay and love you for another day. Oh,
Whoa, that was amazing, man.
Thank
That
you.
was
Thank you.
permanent. That was a brilliant song again.
Thank you.
Well, all right. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you were kind of like starting out, like not now. I mean, I know you listen. I know the kind of music you listen to now. But like when you were like just starting to gig or playing in bands and whatever, who
Yeah.
were like those seminal songwriters or those important musicians that you really looked up to?
Well, I grew up in Florida, in the States. I'm sure you've heard of Florida. But Tom Petty was kind of a hero in my area. He grew up like not very far from where I grew up. I really liked his music a lot early on. Like my uncle was a big Tom Petty fan, and so Tom Petty was a big one. And my parents had some records in the house, so we had some Beatles records and stuff. Though the Beatles weren't a huge influence for me, but I was definitely exposed to it. And my mom is a professional pianist, so I grew up listening to her play piano. And she played when she was like pregnant with me, so I was always around piano a lot. And I never
That
learned how to
makes
play.
sense.
I love piano. Like I love listening to it. I never took lessons or learned how to do it, but I just love hearing it.
But was it like just a musical household? Like, do you have siblings? Did they play music?
Yeah, I had a sister. My sisters played a little bit. One of my sisters played flute, so I'm trying to get her to pick up the flute again. She hasn't played it in like 20 years, but I want to get her to play on one of my records because I think it
That's awesome, man. That is
But,
brilliant. We have a great, by the way, a friend of ours who plays in Singapore is a cryptocurrency brainiac, and he makes those things. But he's a Indian classical flute player, and he's probably one of the best in India. Like
Wow.
he's an unbelievable Indian flute. Like he can play like miles and stuff like that just by hearing it once, and he'll play the lines on a flute.
Yeah.
Like he can play jazz stuff without comprehending it. Like he can just repeat stuff, So it's really cool, and we play with him, here a lot. So maybe we should hook the two of you up, and that might make for some really interesting music. If you ever want some Indian classical flute on your records,
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm into it. Definitely.
right on. We will connect you guys. Awesome.
Um,
Yeah. So Tom Petty, you said Tom Petty was a big one, and then was there like grunge and all that stuff?
yeah, like I definitely went through a grunge period. Yeah, like Nirvana and all that stuff, and um, I guess I kind of went through like a punk rock thing. Like the Descendants were like one of my favorite bands for a while. I still like them. But yeah, it's just the kind of a phase. I don't really listen to punk rock that much anymore. But
So what are you listening to now, like predominantly?
well, it's funny. Like you mentioned that you like Eve Barsley. I like him, and I like Luke Temple, like we talked about. And the stuff I've been listening to lately. I'm trying to think what I've been digging on lately. I like that Mac DeMarco stuff. It's fun, and yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm having a hard time recalling like what I've been listening to, but I like a lot
Mac DeMarco's sound is like those detuned, like out of tune guitars slightly. That thing's
Yeah.
just getting me. Like when you hear it for the first time, you never get it, and then
Yeah.
a couple of listens, and you're like, this is the coolest thing in the world, and that's
Yeah.
what's happening with the Mac DeMarco stuff. I'm conscious of time. I think we have about 10 minutes. Or
Okay.
less than 10 minutes. We'll let you close off with like one song you want to leave us.
Oh, yeah,
Leave us with.
absolutely. I should do this song is called "Walking with a Stranger." Well, it sure took forever, but the summer finally came. Felt like walking with a stranger. I didn't even know her name. Pretty soon I grow accustomed to her warm and sunny way. Pretty soon I would forget about those frigid winter days. If you just stay true, some good things are coming back to you. If you just stay true, some good things are coming back to you. And death crept in so quiet, didn't even make a sound. As far as I could see, dead leaves laying on the ground. Pretty soon I grow cold and hollow feeling in my heart. Pretty soon me and my son, they would have to part. If you just stay true, some good things are coming back to you. If you just stay true, some good things are coming back to you. If you just stay true, some good things are coming back to you.
Yeah, man. That was brilliant.
Not really a very sad song, but
No, actually, it's great to kind of like get close to closing the show because it's kind of a nice positive vibe. to
yeah.
it. Um,
Are you gonna
hopefully
do another
some good-
song?
You want to do another one? There
Oh, are
is
you
one.
gonna do another one? I want to hear another one from you.
I could do another one.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I'll do the only one that made it to Spotify, and the people who made it are streaming it. So Tony, who's one of the best bass players here in this country, played on it. Parijat recorded it. So I'll play that song for you. It's called Together Again.
Cool.
Where do I begin? We've hit an end, and there's no escape. Well, I used to cry, we never even got to say goodbye. Now I like it that way. But you're in the heavens above. Why am I still here? Couldn't belong in the end. But we'll be together again. The days they have passed, but the night never seems to dream. The days twist and fade, and on the first flight back I started to cry, knowing all the time I won't make. But you're in the heavens above. What do you even care for all the ones who loved you, family and friends? they won't be together again. Something like that.
Nice. I love it.
Thank you. So that's the one that's the only song of mine that's out. I'm in the process of recording everything else.
Right on. And there's a link on your Instagram page, right, to spot that song.
That is.
Right
So I'm so glad you heard it, man. This made my day, and thank you for really taking time out to do this. And for all of us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It was nice to meet you and on video.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, when all this passes, we will get you over to Singapore and get you playing for us in real life.
Right on.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
For doing,
Have a great day. Stay in touch and talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, what a guy, right? That was unbelievable. I kind of can't believe that happened. That's probably the best songwriter I know. And yeah, we were playing songs together. I know a lot of fans. Thank you for streaming in. One little request: there is a pinned link, and that email ID is actually a PayPal ID. Please contribute. Please donate for Chris's music, because I'm sure his tour is disrupted, as is every musician's. So please help him out. He took the time out to play to us. That was amazing. Thank you, Chris, once again. Thank you guys for streaming in. This was positively the single best episode so far of the Apocalypse Show. And I'm getting a good feeling about this. Hopefully we will get more such great artists to feature soon. Thank you guys. Please stay safe. Thank you, Mike Spinks. Please, that's the number to beat, $25. Please send more. We've hopefully made it worth his time, because this was special. It's invaluable. So thank you guys. See you, and tune back into the Apocalypse Show. You were great, man. Mike is always generous. Thank you. Bye-bye.